Coming up next on Murrow News 8, we're tracking just how much the air quality improved overnight.
And grad students take to the mall demanding a change. Your news starts now.
Studios on the campus of Washington State University. This is Murrow News 8.
Good afternoon, I'm Danielle Huyo-Cano.
And I'm Alex McCollum. Thanks for joining us for Murrow News 8.
As you walked out the door today, you might have noticed the air quality has drastically improved. Thanks to some wind, rain, and thunder overnight, the skies have been cleared. Take a look at your screen to see how the air is looking. Jonah Oakley joins us now with those numbers.
Well, Daniela, since Saturday, we have been experiencing unhealthy levels of smoke in Pullman, nearly reaching unhealthy levels just this past Sunday. But luckily, over the past 24 hours, it does seem the smoke has dispersed, leaving us with healthy air quality rating that you can see down there at the bottom. Now, countywide, the air quality alert has been removed, but today, the wildfires are still spreading. So if you are a part of those sensitive groups, be sure that you are taking proper precautions potentially in the future. That's all for now. I'll have the rest of your weather in a bit. Back to you all at the desk.
Out on the mall today, WSU grad students rallied for improved working conditions. WSU CASE, a coalition of academic student employees, is a group of grad students looking to unionize to fix income problems.
I mean, I have definitely experienced issues where our health insurance is so expensive that you just don't go. Definitely have had to avoid going to the doctor. Definitely have had to think really hard about how I'm going to pay my bills, and have had to ask family to help pay for my things because the stipend is just not enough to pay for normal life.
WSU CASE wants to have a voice in improving income and creating easier living for grad students.
And in other news, the National Agriculture Statistics Service has issued its final forecast for peas, lentils, and garbanzo beans. Washington's dry pea harvest should be up over double from last year, with the yield being twice as strong as it was. Along with dry peas, Idaho's lentil production should also double this year. And in Washington, the dental production should be up 50% from 2021. DARPA visited WSU today to engage with potential future employees that are motivated to make a difference. Even if you don't recognize the name, you have definitely felt their influence. DARPA is responsible for the growth of Moderna vaccine, military weaponry used all across the globe, outer space technology, and the invention of the internet. DARPA Director Stephanie Tompkins says they want young candidates who aren't afraid of taking big risks for big rewards.
If they really want to go for that big thing, they should come talk to us because DARPA could just be the right place for them.
The Pullman City Council passed a few important resolutions last night. In an effort to increase Pullman transit ridership, the council approved a clear rate structure and, more importantly, a fare-free youth rate for those 18 years old and younger. Kids and teens will be able to utilize fixed-route transit like buses and dial-a-ride services for free. Regular passes are sold at City Hall and the WSU Visitor Center, and all you'll need for a free pass is your identification. Pullman Communications Coordinator Matt Young says the policy will go into effect on October 1st.
Pullman Regional Hospital is kicking off their bond measuring campaign this evening at Sunnyside Park. According to Pullman Radio News, Proposition 1 would pay for most of the hospital's expansion plans. The $27.5 million bond will go towards 80,000 square feet of new facility construction, and remodeling Prob 1 needs at least 60% approval in November's election. The PRH bond comes after two facility bond measures failed in 2019. The kickoff will be from 5:30 to 7 p.m. When we come back, how country superstar Dolly Parton is helping Spokane.
And Jonah has a look at when to expect more fall-like weather. Those stories and more next.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me.
okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
At stories across the region now. More than 50,000 Seattle students returned to classrooms after teacher strike suspended. According to Cairo 7, Seattle Public Schools and the Teachers Union reached a tentative agreement on a new contract. The contract has yet to be verified by teachers and must be approved by the school board. If not, the strike could be reinstated.
Dolly Parton's Imagination Library is coming to Spokane County. According to KHQ, those who sign up for Parton's program will receive a free book every month. Parton was inspired by her father to create the Imagination Library as he never learned to read as a child. Since it started in 1995, 2.1 million children have received books from the library. Children ages 1 to 5 who live in Spokane County are eligible to sign up for the program. Jonah, you gave us a little update on the smoke clearing earlier, but what can we expect for the rest of this week's weather?
Absolutely, Alex. So as I mentioned earlier, we are starting to see some of the haze overhead from the recent wildfires slowly disperse as the weather is starting to get a few degrees cooler in Pullman, with today's high being around 71, while the sun has begun to peek out from behind those clouds. And tomorrow, expect the high of 74 before the weather does begin cooling down for this weekend. Now, shifting to the rest of the state, it looks like Spokane's air quality, the situation there is a little worse than Pullman, with some of the wildfire smoke still lingering overhead with a high of 73 degrees. Now onto the western side of the state, both the Tri-Cities and Yakima are seeing a high of around 81 here, with some pleasant sunny weather overhead, so be sure to enjoy that. And in Seattle as well as Olympia, wildfire smoke is still very prominent, with the air quality index dropping below Pullman's just yesterday. Later in the day, we may see that smoke begin to disperse and be replaced with sunny skies, but only time will tell. Highs of around 70. There will be highs of around 70 degrees in Seattle, but there will still be poor air quality. So those who do have pre-existing conditions, please do continue to be careful and take those extra precautions. Now for the rest of the week in Pullman, tomorrow and Friday's high will be hovering around 70 degrees, and then we're likely to see some light showers beginning on Saturday and continuing through Monday right there. WSU is if you are planning to attend the WSU versus Colorado game, I would recommend bringing weather back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Jonah. Coming up, Aaron Monson joins us with a look at soccer's comeback win against Cal Poly.
Plus football, looking to continue their winning streak after a huge win against Wisconsin. Your sports report after the break.
Days, months.
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
A lifetime. Can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments. Some that may never repeat.
Come on.
Or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
The Cougar soccer team is on a 4-game winning streak after beating Cal Poly on Sunday and are set to take on Northern Colorado tomorrow. Freshman Lily Boyden and sophomore Lindsey Turner scored their first career goals to tie the game up 2-2. Then Cougar senior Grayson Lynch scored the game-winning goal with an absolute laser from outside the box. That was her 5th career game-winning goal at Washington State University. Head coach Todd Schulenberger says he is still trying to solidify his starting 11, but it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, I think we're still figuring some things out because we're deeper. That's probably been one of the struggles in a good way. Deeper roster, more ability and more people to play, just trying to find, again, the right minutes for one, combinations and et cetera. So.
The Northern Colorado tomorrow. Pullman win against the University of Wisconsin with over 3 million people watching television for a home game against Colorado State. Tight end Billy Revere III, who I've nicknamed Thor, and I'm really hoping it sticks, talks about the depth and mold of how head coach Jake Dickert influences his gameplay.
I mean, I think it's a stepping stone. I think I went out there, it's one play. So I don't think I've completely proved myself. I think I got a lot more to prove and can hopefully keep building on it. But yeah, I just think every week I want to challenge myself to go out there, step out of my comfort zone, and keep showing the team that I can show up when needed.
Coming off a strong weekend with an exciting series win against the reigning World Series champions Atlanta Braves, the Mariners lost the first of 2 games against the San Diego Padres 2-0. The Mariners only had 3 hits to the Padres 8 yesterday, with the 3 hits coming from the top of the order with rookie sensation Julio Rodriguez, first baseman Ty France, and third baseman Eugenio Suarez. The Padres' recent acquisition Juan Soto was responsible for one of their runs in the 9th inning as he grounded out softly to the Mariners closer Paul Sewald and scored Austin Nola. The other run was a double by Will Myers and scored Jake Cronenworth as Jesse Winker was unable to get the ball into the plate in time from left field. WSU's Athletic Hall of Fame class has inducted a new member. Kirsten Dahlstrom was a soccer player at Washington State University and is one of the most memorable athletes to play at WSU. During her sophomore year, she was a key factor in keeping the Cougs ranked for 7 weeks of the season. She also made that decision that if the Cougs made the NCAA tournament, she would stay on the U.S. women's team for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup.
Aaron, thank you. When we come back, gone in just minutes.
Why the Coug was popping this afternoon. Stick with us.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man who gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right, no employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
For you PB&J fans, the WSU PB&J Club hands out free sandwiches every Wednesday at the Cub from 12 to 12:15 p.m. Today's sandwich handout was as successful as all the sandwiches were gone in 4 minutes.
That impressive rate of consumption, I would say. Peanut butter has been absent from many Walmart shelves lately, so I'm impressed they got materials for that in the first place. But great, I'd say it was a good way to support the student population. I would have definitely picked one up if I was there.
They must have a peanut butter guy.
They must. They have that inside.
Yeah, it's a secret peanut butter guy.
My favorite brand of peanut butter, I can only find at Safeway here in Pullman. It's called CB's Nuts, and it's from my hometown of Paulsbo. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good.
And you
it's
guys
like
are
the best peanut butter of my life.
You guys are chunky peanut butter people, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And that's going to do it for us this afternoon. If you missed anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch it on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/mn8, and you can follow us on social media. Have a good night.